Hey, I'm ElusiveKev. Welcome back to MotoGP 18. Has Mayo had a super run in a race in Aragon? Unfortunately, didn't quite get the result in the end that he deserved for the most part, apart from a little issue he had near the end. So let's see if he can do better round the new circuit in Thailand. So here goes McDonald then. For the first of 3 laps around this circuit, which he has to learn in 3 laps as well. Let's see how he does. As he goes very wide in the first corner. So I don't think he's going to beat that 44.2 from Canet. But you can see how wide that pit entrance is as well. This is a very modern circuit. You see lots of tarmac runoff everywhere. Long straights. And tight corners as well. So it goes all over the curb. They might let a rider by actually, just follow them through. There we go. There's the Stria Glitzer machine in front. Let's see if McDonald can slipstream in and just follow this rider through around the rest of this lap. So take that in third. And this is a circuit which may not be familiar for the MotoGP riders. But I've seen World Superbikes and its support categories come through here in recent years. It's seen World Touring Cars as well. So it's held quite a few events in recent years, international events, this circuit. Well, it's the first time we're going to see MotoGP, Moto2 and Moto3 rounders. That's not too bad in that sector from McDonald. Of course, the bad thing about this though, with all that tarmac runoff, is going to be a bit deceiving where the corners are. As Kornfeld is down, the veteran. Let's head towards the final corner. So there's not actually too many corners around. There's very slow in the final corner, 47.6 from McDonald. No wonder he's lost. But it's just lots of long straights and hard braking. So once again, McDonald goes slightly wide. Doesn't get reprimanded again. I'm sure he would in the race. So tight corner, then a massive straight here. This is perfect for Moto3 for the slipstream city battles we're going to be having. And apparently just a quarter of a second down after that first sector. As he goes a bit wide on the exit as well, does McDonald. So he's not having the best lap, but lap time wise, it isn't too bad at the moment. So we go into a third gear corner. Actually, that might be fourth gear. Bit too slow there from McDonald. He's actually up apparently. Obviously enjoys that sector. We go through the left, then the right. Get down to second gear and hard on the power. And the two actually not losing too much time to the rider in front. McDonald. In for a couple more rights. As I say, that's 1.6 down apparently. He goes a bit wide in that right hand. That's a bit tighter to remember. Here comes the KTM of Binder, I bet, trying to go through. I don't want to say nothing though. As Martin that sets the fast set now 42.9. Another bit wide on the exit, and Binder again getting into McDonald. He sets a 46.1. So he's 3.2 off again. As he finally takes the first corner properly, he gets it all the way down to first gear though. That might be slowing him down slightly. Let's go down this back straight. So basically half the lap's all this. Back straight, tight corners. And 9/10 down is McDonald. He gets on the power early, uses all of the curb on the exit. And then you've got the technical section in the middle and near the end of the lap as well, which we're coming to now. It's over around after that taken in these first 2 sectors. He goes for the left-hander. And through the next left, and just 0.6 down, so he's quick in that second. As Martin beats his teammate Gian Antonio to the maiden Moto3 pole in Thailand ahead of Della Portius on the front row. And you've got Bashi, Antonelli and Lopez, the best of the Striegalitzer machines. Ahead of Otel, Bezzecchi and Sasaki. It's Suzuki around at the top 10 ahead of Mino and Nuruddin. Then we've got Foggia, Rodrigo and Tuba. In Arbolono. Good qualifying from Yachenko and Liverloy. Canet on the 7th row in 19th ahead of Ramirez and Meza. Then you've got Masaki, Arenas and Berger. Then the Thai rider, Kornfeld and McPhee. And then finally it's Daryl Binder, McDonald at the back. Not by much though for McDonald, so let's see. The race pace does come as look at that gap between 26th and 27th, a second.
The warm-up lap has just finished and the riders have taken their places on the starting grid. The Thai Grand Prix is about to start.
This here's McDonald revving up then at the start. As we get underway for 7 long laps here in Thailand. As we approach the first corner where it could get very tight for a couple of riders, not for McDonald though. He's probably the only rider who can really afford to open up that corner. And look at the run he's got out the corner. That's a number of riders who just got bunched up there. And now he's got superb slipstream opportunity as it goes 3-4 wide in front. As he approached the hairpin where it could get incredibly tight. Going to dive down the inside of Bulliger. Just about gets away with it. He's into 20 seconds. Connects already into the points. El Rodrigo got Binder, Masaki battling behind Suzuki and Mino battling for a top 10. And look at Yachenko in the points. For the Kazakhstan rider achieving the dream. For the time being at least. So here goes McDonald down the inside of a number of riders into the left hand, including his teammate. As he battles for the final point, is he not quite just outside of it? He's got Rodrigo in front. Oh, he did. He's got a superb run in the Argentine rider. Down the inside into the right hander. He just about found some room. And look at Yachenko trying to make up some moves. Doesn't want to finish out the points. He makes a move on Fogger for 40. It just dropped him into the clutches of McDonald, who get into the points by the end of the first lap. As he approached the final corner. No, down the inside, 4:15, he makes it stick. As we go on to the second lap, Martin, Della Porta, Gian Antonio Lopez in fourth. And look at McDonald skipping over that curb on the inside, trying to get down the inside of Yachenko. Not quite working, trying to get in the slipstream of Nuruddin. And look at Canet battling for a top 10 already. It's the Spaniard. And look at McDonald finding a gap where there really shouldn't be one. As he dives down the inside of Mino. Goes a bit wide and then the Italian just halts him on the exit. As he tries to get the slipstream off Suzuki. Looks like he's doing that better than Mino is getting the slipstream off Canet, who's battling hard for a top 10 already. But here comes McDonald as well. There's Suzuki and Sasaki in front. It's McDonald down the inside of both of them though, 4:10. He's just throwing Canet through the field. Where the Spaniard goes, McDonald follows shortly after. As he goes through the right-hander. Cannot believe this. Top 10 for McDonald after a lap and a half. Canet's just paving the way for him. That's next up on the Spaniards' hit list. Is it Otto, it looks like. There's McDonald over the curve through the left-hander. Somehow stays upright. Well, he has to lost some time to the runners in front. He's got to gain that back up for the long straights. He's go out up to the final corner. With 43.4, just half a second slower than Martin's head of Della Porta and Gian Antonio at the end. For the second lap. Well, McDonald really trying to attack through that first corner. As Mignon and Suzuka battling over 12th. McPhee battling for 22nd. Not where you expect to see the Scot. Should be battling for points every race. He's very experienced at this level. And look at Canet all over the back of Ottel. That's all, he had to lift out of it there. He got a poor run onto this second straight. But so did a number of riders. Because now it's McPhee and Lloyd battling over 21st. That'll be a tough battle for McPhee. Look at McDonald, he's caught up to Canet. This is his section. Looking down the inside, the Spaniard nudges him Freud. Somehow he's found the gap. Tries to find a gap through the right hand as well. Past the German up into 8th. Now has he got Bezzecchi in front, is that? The Italian? It is. But all pushing like a hell this race. This is what he did in Aragon. But can he keep it together for all 7 laps? This is a long race. I'm surprised the tyres aren't crying out for help already. Going to be in pretty good nick. There's Evan McDonald all over the back of Bezzecchi as he go on to the 4th lap. Approaching halfway mark, at 43 flat from McDonald. I know he's slipstream assisted here, but still these are cracking lap times. Once again in the race, he's producing it when he needs to. Just a shame he can't get his qualifying together most of the time. He tries to go down the inside, Bezzecchi into the hairpin. 4-7. Runs right. But then gets a superb run out of the right-hander. And he's got another Italian, Antonetti, in front. But now he's giving Bezzecchi the slipstream. Will he be braver into the right-hander though? Trying to go round the outside, not quite working out. He's got Lopez and Bastianini battling for 4th. Just like McDonald bashes by Bezzecchi for 7th. As we're halfway through this race, what a ride from McDonald. And now you can see a top 5 wide in front. He's really leaning on these tyres though. Really is pushing it. Bit wide through the right-hander. So it might upset his run all the way through this left and right to the final corner, and it has. He's dropped back slightly. He's got to gain time, get back into that slipstream range. That won't help, going a bit wide in the final corner. And only a 43.7, he's 1.1 behind Antonetti. Absolutely shocking from McDonald. But he chased the bike well through that first corners. Arbolino ahead of Yurchenko. Oh, the dream for the Kazakhstan rider might be over. Those points he wants desperately to score. Maybe over for another race. Because he's got Canet on his tail now. Now it's the turn for the Spaniard to throw McDonald through the field. He's got Bastianini and Lopez battling forth. You can see that. You can see the top 3 in front as well. And so we've got 2 groups of 3 maybe. There's Antonetti actually maybe dropping back slightly from that battle for 4th. Just slightly. You know, and looks like Martin is also eased away in the lead. So did McDonald hit Antonetti there? As he goes over that left-hand curb again. Just asking for trouble. And again from McDonald, another superb outing. Ruined by his own just aggressiveness. Look at this. Back into the points already. And already almost put the bike down again. And again it's around the 5th lap as well. McDonald with superb race pace. We're not going to get the result again. Let's see what he can get as he has a little look at Nuruddin into the final corner. That is not wise at all. So now connecting to 7th. McDonald, he's scoring at least a point at the moment. He wants at least the top 10, which could definitely be achievable. Where everyone is lined up in front. I know he's only got 2 laps to achieve it. So first up is Nuruddin getting the slipstream off the Malaysian rider. Almost his home race as well. Very close to Thailand. As he goes down the inside, gets a good exit. Now he's got Foggier in front. It's McPhee battling into the top 20 ahead of Ramirez. He's dropping like a stone now. And slipstream, here comes Bulligan now into the top 20. Remember the Italian fight battling for his first points of the season as well. Don't know if he's going to achieve it here. And look at that run from McDonald around the outside of his teammate Foggier. And then down the inside of Sasaki. And he messes up again, does McDonald. Just way too aggressive. He just had such a good run. Thought he could do it down the inside. Obviously not. So he's got McPhee in front. Now he'd be battling for a point in this final lap. Not just a top 10. But at least with a new circuit for McDonald, pace was there on the table immediately. I know it's a bit more of an even playing field for everyone, being a new circuit, but very encouraging for Vinter and McDonald again to have superb race pace. No, just going into a crashing slump though. Needs to calm it down for the remainder of the season, or else he won't be moving up the field next season, he might be moving down. And look at that through the first corner, always losing the back end like a hell. So on this final, let's see if he can grab a point. You can see the riders in front. As we go into the hairpin, McDonald John. This is just ridiculous. How has he gone down when McPhee rode into him on the outside? That one I don't blame on McDonald. He had the inside line and was making the move. He tries to make the move on Kornfeld, gone a bit wide. You can see the tyres are really dead. No surprise about that. Well, they're around halfway. It's not really dead, but definitely feeling dead on this final lap. That's a home hero is in 26th. You can see right in front. McDonald's got nothing to fight for in this final lap. Well, Canet, look at that, battling with Antonelli for 6th. That's what you're doing in front, Kornfeld. That's a very interesting line you got going on there. As we approach the final corner. And Martin has won. And with a couple of falls, which cost him major time, McDonald could have been right up there. Maybe even not for the victory, but for a podium. Instead, it's second to last. Doesn't even get the wooden spoon. Exactly, McDonald. How disappointing is that? As he gets barely any rewards. So Martin won by 2.2 seconds ahead of Della Portia. On the rear part there, the Di Gianantonio not quite making it. Grassini 1-2. Then Bastianini making it there, part 2-4. With Lopez, the best of Australia, Galizia riders ahead of Antonelli, who just beat out Canet in the end by 37 thousandths of a second. Then Bezecchi, Otel, Suzuki, Mino, Foggia, Sasaki, Nuruddin, and Tuba grabbing the final point just ahead of Arbolono. There's Yachenko in 18th. Bulligo in 20th. Where's Arenas in 25th? Home Hero in 26th. There's McDonald in 28th. But look at that fastest lap. The second fastest lap in the whole race. Yes, he was helped by slipstream. Well, Martin maybe wasn't, but still very encouraging. Pace-wise, as we head to the Riders' Championship, Martin's virtually got the title sealed. 45 points ahead of Canet now, almost 2 race wins in the lead. Just 6 races remain, or 5 races now remaining. As you've got Bastianini in third ahead of Del Porter by 16 points. Then DJ Antonio ahead of Bezzecchi, then Antonelli. Lopez ahead of McDonald now, so he reaches 3 figures. Mino just a single point behind the San Marino rider. There's Ortel, Suzuki, Sasaki, Rodrigo, Tuba. You've got Foggo after a good result up to 20th ahead of Ramirez and Arbolono. And Yurchenko no longer in the Woodland Spoon spot. He's ahead of Arenas now on count back. Has definitely did not achieve what he wanted to, McDonald here. As you look at the breakdown, there's barely anything to break down. Look at that. As in MotoGP, it was Dovi who won. While in Moto2, it was Bagnaia ahead of Baldassare and Alex Marquez. Good to see we got the MotoGP result. So for Mayo, another low point, not quite last like in the Netherlands and in Jerez, but it might as well have been in the end after successive falls in those last few laps. But still, he just needs to get it together. If he doesn't fall, gets another solid top 5 result at least, like he should have got in Aragon, like in San Marino as well. He should have scored some solid points, got at least the top 10. So for Mario, after that win, we thought he might push on. Well, he's pushed on in the wrong direction. Can he counter the slide in Japan next time out? South watching and find out then.